Yeah. You already know, but it's his though. Yeah. Look. Check it out, y'all. Make sure you all peek the weekly live NFL show and watch it blow with hosts JB, Glass, and Bigg Q. You know they are the NFL crew, covering the latest NFL news and covering all the team NFL prospect clues. Keeping the excitement growing like picking the biggest games of the week. Or who rising to the peak of big and all the stars you can see with the hot segment like winners, losers, and like me. Cause they is all about being around the clock with the comedy style. Top of show and it's giving you the info in a funny way in case you don't know. And you can join the conversation via Twitter using TeamBoydTV Live and get on all the hype. With 1,000 fans, you already know they do it right. And you could also log on to your PC, your Mac or mobile. You already know they got you. The show be airing every Wednesday night, keeping the hype very tight. Being 3 of the highly rated on that YouTube. In case you didn't have a clue, now you know because they doing it so true. All just for you, yeah.
You are now tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. This is TeamBoydTV Live.
What is happening, everybody? What's really hood? It's TeamBoydTV Live. I'm your boy, Bigg Q. It look a little different tonight. It look a little bit different tonight. Our boy Glass ain't with us tonight. He's a little bit under the weather. But that's what I will say, because, you know, I got to throw shots. I got to do it. I know you're ducking me. I know you're ducking me, Glass. I know you're ducking me. But nonetheless, I got my bro JB here with me tonight, man. What's good, JB?
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, man, listen. I am super excited. You know, as a Panther fan, you know I'm feeling good about myself right now. You know
oh yeah, and well, you should, man.
Yes, absolutely. Listen, this football season, and I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for all y'all. I can't do that. But I can tell you, for me, this was an awesome football season. I had so much fun this football season that it was ridiculous, man. 20 weeks in, we went through everything we had to go through, the trials and tribulations. We get here a couple weeks away from the grand stage of Super Bowl 50. Hey, and mind you, JB, this is a special Super Bowl. This is the golden anniversary. 50, yeah. Baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. Before we go anywhere, JB, the matchup, how you feel about it?
Well, you know, for me, or first, I'll say this: it's a special and rare occasion.
Yeah.
And number one, with the two teams, and you know, you and Glass, and a whole lot of other. I only know a few Bronco fans, but just the ones that I've seen on the internet and in person, the ones that's been year in and year out fans. I mean, it's just crazy. And you know, and by myself living in Panther country, and I'm just seeing all of this. It's unbelievable, man.
It is, man. And you know, and it's like you said, it's a rare occasion because the TeamBoydTV team, right? You know, the four of us, you know, and for years, you, Vernie, Glass, y'all been giving me the business, right? Yeah. This is my Panthers' chance to shut y'all up, and I can join the elite. You know what I'm saying? I can join the elite. I can, you know, my team can have a Super Bowl. You know what? We're getting ahead. We jumping a little bit ahead, and I don't want to do that because we definitely still got to pay respects to the conference championship round, which was great, right? The championship games were amazing. I don't know if you felt the same way.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I think you know, because you know, I harp on, you know, teams skating by.
Right.
I think the teams that advance is the teams that deserve to advance.
Right.
In my opinion. I mean, rewinding back a little bit, couple of, you know, the wild card round and the divisional, some teams didn't deserve it, and I mean, it showed.
It did, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight. I'm gonna try to get some of these YouTube comments up on the screen real quick, because I feel like those dudes. I feel like, you know, they don't really get their props. Like, you know, they be commenting on YouTube. I'm gonna put it right there. That look good, right? Okay, yeah. So, look, D'Amico is in the building. He said, can't call it a night, but I'm watching. Hey, listen, it's all gravy. Look, I'm gonna get ready to get into that. Listen, people watching the show, I thank you guys for joining us on TeamBoydTV Live. For the first time ever, we are live on Blab as well. We got it popping over there. I see a couple people over there checking us out over there. We doing the normal stuff. We got the Twitter. It's live. It's wide open. You guys, you want to, you know, get your comments or your thoughts, you know, shown out on the stream, you can do that. Just go ahead and tweet in. It'll show right above us right there. And, we're going to open this phone line up. And, you can see right there, the number is 910-707-4581. I'm expecting some trolling tonight, JB. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting some trolling tonight.
Come with the territory.
It does go with the territory. I'm just saying, I'm expecting some trolling tonight. But I want to hear what everybody got to say about a lot of different things, because it's some storylines going into these games. We probably going to do is we're probably going to, talk about these conference championship games a little bit. Then we will talk about some of the storylines that we all going to have to get sick and we're going to OD on next week, on these storylines and whatnot. And then we'll, give an early look at Super Bowl 50 as it stands at the moment. Because, it's some things that we can discuss. Don't really want to get into who's going to win and all that stuff, right? It's still early in the game, and I'm feeling like, we so far away from the game, but we so close, but we so far away, talking about who's going to win and stuff right now. It's like, and besides, I want to give my man Glass a chance to recoup and recover. And right. I can't do this without him. So we're going to hold that off. And Orange Crush is in the building. Lisa's in the building. Keep pounding Q. Hey, that's my girl. Good to see you made it out. That is awesome. I like that. Orange Crush says, we're here, Super Bowl 50. Nobody gave us a chance. Come on, Orange Crush. Come on. JB, he said nobody gave him a chance.
Well, I mean, hey, let's speak to that. This guy, week 2, I think we played them like week 1. But leading up to after all the offseason talk that we had, I mean, if you go back and watch that show when we was reading his tweets, he was pretty confident that he'd be here right now.
He was, but he said that all the time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the stuff he be saying, like he said it all the time. You know what I mean? No, you know what? I will give him a little bit of props. Because when that whole mess happened with Peyton Manning and the Brock Osweiler crap, and we didn't know if Peyton was gonna ever return, and all that stuff we was dealing with during that part of the season, he never faltered. He stayed with his team. He stayed true blue. He said that they were gonna make it through, and I was like, okay, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Now the whole most dangerous team in the playoffs. Now, come on, bro. I mean, you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I buy that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I buy that at all. You know what I mean? Jimmy, what did your over? Like, we'll get into it a little bit deeper once we come out of the break. But just overall, like the playoffs in general, the wild card, division round, and the conference championship rounds. Do you think that the NFL fans, us as NFL fans, did we get what we wanted?
Personally, I did.
Okay.
But I think I said this last week. I think the best playoff games was given to the fans and football fans by the NFC. I didn't think that the AFC put on as well. It was a couple of good playoff games.
Yeah,
from the AFC.
It was a couple good AFC playoff games. I mean, I think back to the Chiefs games. They came in the wild card, right?
Right.
Yeah, they came in the wild card, and then they opened the playoffs up with a kick return. It was cool. I mean, I was like, okay, this is going to be a pretty dope playoffs right here. If we start in the playoffs like this should be good. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be real good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I had a lot of fun. But you know what? We're going to go into this first break real quick. We come back. We're going to talk about Patrick Peterson. We're going to talk about Carson Palmer. We're going to talk about Tom Brady and his offensive line. Right? We're going to talk about Rob Gronkowski. We're going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about Cam Newton and them Carolina Panthers, right? I know. We're going to talk about that. You know what I mean? We're going to get into all of that when we come back from the break. Look, we got a good number of people in the house tonight, JB. It's a lot of people in the house tonight. Yeah, and I'm glad that you guys came out. Lisa says Thomas Davis is going to beast, broke arm and all. Class. We're going to talk about him because you know what? They try to take him out. That tight end jumping up. Look, y'all get me. I'm going to go to the break. I'll be right back.
Oh, man.
Yo, JB from TeamBoydTV, co-host of TeamBoydTV Live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be discussing updates, breakdowns, and just about everything NFL. Hosted by yours truly, Bigg Q, co-hosted by me, JB, and my boy Glass from Get With It Sports. If some reason you missed the show, still haven't had your fill, visit TeamBoydTV.com.
Regular season football is right around the corner, and with that comes the return of TeamBoydTV's flagship program, TeamBoydTV Game Time. Join Bigg Q and B live every Tuesday night during the regular season at 7:35 p.m. The premier online source for in-depth NFL news and analysis. Also covering every single game of the 2014 NFL season, where we give you weekly picks and contests and t-shirt giveaways. It all goes down Tuesday, September 2nd, 7:35 p.m. live. Join us as we go into our 4th season during TeamBoydTV Game Time.
You are now tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. This is TeamBoydTV Live.
Welcome back to TeamBoydTV Live. I am your host, Bigg Q. Joined by JB tonight. Glass is missing. He's feeling a little bit under the weather. And he ducking me. Like, our good homie, Jay Orleans from the Love Sports and Hip Hop podcast, he had us on. He managed to get us both on the same show at the same time. But, I'm trying to take it easy on Glass and say you're feeling good, JB. Because I'm going to give him the business. When I see him, he going to get it. He can't duck me into the Super Bowl. He can't hide from me, bro. You know what I mean? He can't hide from me. That's exactly what he's doing. Jay Orleans is in the building on Blab. Okay, we broadcasted the show on Blab tonight, too. Jay is in the building. Good luck, Jay. But, JB, what, look, first of all, dog, why is your man Glass ducking me, man? Why is he ducking me?
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Listen, JB, you know firsthand, if you miss a show, you're gonna get drugged when you ain't here.
That's funny you say that, see, because I'm trying to take the high road.
Hey, look,
you don't duck the show on a rare and special occasion as this.
Hey, he ain't feeling good though. He ain't feeling good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give the benefit of the doubt. He say,
I'll say this, Q.
Yeah.
If my team was going to the Super Bowl or against yours or whatever the stipulation is, I'm here, bro.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Splint cast. You know what I'm saying? Neck brace, the whole nine, right?
I'm here, man.
Yes. Okay, cool. So look, Glass, we just messing with you, man. I know you ain't feeling good, bro, and I'm saying I can't wait to get you on the show next week because I know you ain't gonna miss the Super Bowl show. I know you ain't gonna do that and that kind of thing. So listen, where you want to start? AFC or NFC, JB?
Let's go AFC, just because I was unimpressed. Well,
I'm gonna let you jump it off. Go ahead.
Well, I'll say this: the game was drummed up like they always do. That's Brady Manning thing. They drum it up to the point where you think you're expecting to see this the game of unbelievable feats, and then it's everything but, because it was pretty much the defenses that was the story of the game.
Right.
It was one that could and one that couldn't. One that was very successful at what they was trying to do, and one that just was they didn't have no answers. So
listen, I was on my man Jay Orleans Love Sports and Hip Hop podcast, and he's a Patriots fan. Okay, he is, and he asked me straight up. He was like, "Yo, what do you think is gonna happen in this game?" And I told him, just like I told Glass last week on TeamBoydTV Live, I said that the New England Patriots are gonna run into a buzzsaw. And Tom Brady was gonna get his ass handed to him. Did I not say that? You know what I mean? I told him, and I was like, I don't know what the Patriots fans was thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never seen Tom Brady get beat down like that. Never. And JB, I enjoyed every second of it. You know what I mean? How you felt about it?
Well, I mean, it was some nuances too that I kind of appreciated. Because I read this, I don't know if you caught this, but Von Miller was saying, or it's supposed to have been this anonymous Bronco defender.
Yeah,
was trying to rub his sack in his face every time he got hit. Yeah, and then and then it was the taking out of Brady whenever he attempted to run the ball. I thought that was fabulous, man. That's great. And then their service, the pro services tablets wasn't working. Right. It's just all kinds of seemingly poetic justice.
Yeah, it did. Now let me ask you this though, Jay, because on some serious stuff, the Broncos performance was impressive. It was. I'm not gonna take nothing from DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller and those guys. I'm not. You know what I mean? But Owen Daniels, you know what I'm saying? Big tight end getting there. But listen. Can the Denver Broncos pull off the unthinkable with that offense that they got?
I mean, it's been comments made about your team in such fashion.
Right.
But I think if you can will them together, if you can galvanize your team, if you can get everybody to believe, you could do a lot of good things, man. So,
you know, as impressed as I was with the defense of Denver, you know, I just look at a team like Carolina who averages 30-something, 33, 35 points a game. And in these playoffs, Denver Broncos, they points per game ain't been up there, JB. I'm saying, have they cracked 20?
I'll be honest, man. Nothing they have done to this point has been over the top. Yeah. It's just been kind of finding a way.
Right. Yeah. You know, I think it's a good. I think, you know, a lot of people were saying they wanted to see X team versus Y team. I think we got the best match. I think this is the one that's the one that's the most best for business. You know what I mean? I think the whole Peyton Manning situation, the whole young up and coming Cam Newton stuff, I think is a perfect story. I think the two best teams for business. Okay, I'm gonna say it that way. The two best teams for business made it to the big dance. Now, you know, a lot of people like to say, well, people in the NFL like to move pieces around to kind of get things to go kind of, you know, that's a certain kind of way, you know, to get the teams that they want in the Super Bowl. How you feel about that?
You know, I mean, I think the best team win, man. I mean, you know, I can go down that road and we could put together some stuff, but you know, the best teams advance. The best teams are actually in the Super Bowl by right, rightfully this time. Yeah, I feel like.
I think so too. But you know, going back to that game though, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the siege. Look, I'm gonna talk about it because, you know, I love it. You know, so the siege on Tom Brady was just. It was immaculate. I'm just saying, like, and you know, the thing that, you know, I think I did get disappointed in one arena. They beat Tom Brady up so much. I wanted to see him snap. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see him kind of basically flip out on his teammates. I wanted to see that, and I think I was robbed of that, JB.
Nah, I mean, they already had incidences like that early last season where he was, you know, saying stuff and treating his teammates pretty, you know, just being outspoken on the sideline. The camera was catching him doing it. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, he said his piece, but he didn't let the cameras kind of figure out what he was up to.
Yeah. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the Patriots are a team whose tradition is winning, and they've won a lot of stuff. I mean, you know, 10 AFC Championship appearances, you know, what's that, 5 or 6 Super Bowl appearances? You know, I mean, they've done a lot. So I can't, you know, as much as I love to see them, you know, wallowing around in their misery, I can't take nothing from them because they are a really good squad. You know what I mean? And you know, Tom Brady been faced with a lot of different things with the wide receivers and the running back situation this season, offensive line situation this season, and they still found a way to kind of, you know, get to, you know, that game. You know what I mean? So it's a testament to the coaching staff, to, you know, to Tom Brady and the players that did show up. You know, so I'm not gonna take that. I am gonna clown them every chance I get, but you know, I gotta respect them. You know, you feel that way?
Oh yeah, I mean, give them credit, man. They in it every year, one way or the other, and the opposing team will probably more than likely have to be at their best to beat them. So you know, that's why I keep saying that the best teams are in it.
Yeah, I think so. Let's flip the script and let's look at this this NFC championship game. Listen, you know, I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. You know, I had a little bit of butterflies going into this game because, you know, all I could think about was Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, you know, John Brown, and that other guy. What's his name? Floyd. What's his name? Is that his name?
Yeah.
You know, I was like, they're gonna stay in step with us, and you remember we talked about it last week, and we said that they was gonna score like 60 points in this game, right? And we got close, but we didn't quite get there. I don't think you were the only one who said. I think me and Glass both said that we were gonna see over 60 points. We didn't quite make it, so you was right in that regard. But I was expecting something different from Arizona. You know what I mean? And so I was prepared for the worst. I was prepared to really have to see my boys really get it on. But they got it on in a different way. So when you look at that game, what was your thoughts?
First, Glass was the only one that picked the Cardinals.
And I'm not gonna let him get away with that. I'm not gonna let him get away with that.
I don't forget, man. So I just want to make sure that's well known. Glass is the only one that picked the Cardinals.
That's right.
For whatever reason, I mean, it's the stats were there. You know, 15-1 squad, league MVP, and they hadn't lost a game at home all season.
Right.
That's just dumb to go against that. But anyway, my thoughts on the game. I thought the Panthers they did what they normally do to teams that ain't prepared, and they did it with a smile. They did it having fun.
So look, Lance is in the comment sections on some crazy stuff, talking about he said what up to Orange Crush and everybody. I thought I saw Main Attraction Montana, and I was tripping. I don't know if I saw Main Attraction in the comment. I don't know if I saw him or not. But he talking about he on his sick bed checking in to make sure Q doesn't disrespect my beloved Broncos. This is what he just said in the comment section, JB, when he got on this show, this very show, this time last week, and said that the Cardinals was going to beat my Panthers. Did he not?
He said it, bro. It's archived.
I'm telling you, right? And worrying about me disrespecting this Broncos. Look, you want to see the Broncos get disrespected? Wait about 9 days. You're going to see the Broncos get disrespected in the utmost fashion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. But anyway, JB, because I'm getting off track. He messing with me, bro. But, the Panthers came out there. And look, let's just get right to the juicy stuff. Let's get to the juicy stuff because look, I was on another podcast, and then we did the Black and Blue last night, and we talked about this a little bit. But you on the outside. So when I was doing the Black and Blue podcast last night, I was surrounded by Panther fans. So of course, we were all in agreement on the same thing. The 2-point conversion, JB. It's a hot topic. It's a hot topic. A lot of people ain't feeling that. But when you saw them go for that 2-point conversion that far in the game with that kind of lead, what did you think?
Like we said last week, man, you play to win the game. You play to win. What if that very situation against that? I mean, Cardinals defense and the Broncos defense it's top 5. It's high caliber. You need that kind of practice. You need to have a practice against a team that's trying not to let you do that. Not a practice squad, not your own teammates. Mm-hmm. If it was that big of a deal, they would have put a better effort in trying to stop it. I mean, they get paid to play defense. It's like it ain't like so to me, it's like what you're saying. The Panthers too good. Why are they going for 2-point conversion?
Look, this is what a lot of people are saying.
I don't understand that.
A lot of people are saying that it was unsportsmanlike. It was Ron Rivera trying to prove a point. It was the Carolina Panthers being the typical classless Carolina Panthers and running the score up just to show off. It's been a lot been said about this.
Okay, Q, it was 49 points that got scored. You worrying about 2 of them? That still wouldn't have helped you win.
I'm just saying.
Really, man. See, and I'm probably jumping ahead with what I'm about to say, but that just kind of, I heard something today. Some Seattle fan was putting a petition out to get Cam Newton out of the stadium. Yeah. I just don't understand. Or just the blatant disrespect, or this stuff that's getting slung around about Cam Newton being this and that.
Yeah,
it just goes to show, man. I'm not going to bat for the Panthers. I'm going to bat for that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it
just goes to show, as long as certain people losing, it's okay.
Yeah, you know what? Because Carolina is a team that's supposed to be down all the time.
That's what they're making it. That's what they're making it.
I don't think that. Now, when I say this, I'm not talking about every single solitary person, but I just feel like the majority of the people in this country, the fans, just don't want to see a team like Carolina do what they're doing. They just don't want to see it. They would rather see the same old crap. They would rather see the same old Patriots in the Super Bowl every year, or the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl every year, or the Green Bay Packers. The Saints, really? The Saints went into the Super Bowl, that run, as awesome, good guys. I understand that they had some situations with the city and all of that, but man, you saw how they shined the Saints up when they was on their way. You see that?
Man, that's. I'll say this. This is what I had to tell a few people earlier today. You must didn't see Cam Newton go on that undefeated run in college, because that's the same guy. Right. That is the same. And this is the part that they don't probably understand. This man is used to that type of stuff. They said everything under the sun about him when he went undefeated, won the Heisman, and won the national championship.
Absolutely. Yeah,
this is not new to that guy at all.
No. But look, I think people were happy seeing Cam Newton lose, play spectacularly and do all this crazy stuff during the game, juking defenders out of their shoes and, doing diving flips and all this stuff, as long as he lost the game. They didn't care about how many records he set or broke during his rookie season. As long as he lost the game, you know what I'm saying? And he went to the sidelines with that towel on his head so they can say, look at him. he's a loser. He's not as good as everybody think he is. He's not as good.
I mean, the very same fans that's pushing a petition 2 years ago held and praised Richard Sherman for what he was doing.
Right. Yeah.
It's your team. I understand.
Right. You know what I mean? And and this season has been funny, and I think that's the reason why us Panther fans are enjoying it so much, because this stuff started before the season started. Like, Kelvin Benjamin goes down, and they automatically say, Carolina is done for, because all they had was that one weapon. I think Cam showed them different. You know what I mean? I think our lack of wide receivers showed up big in this season. I think, right? And so it's been going on since the season started, and to see where they at now, it's a beautiful thing. But anyway, we get no topic. The point is, we were talking about the game, man. Listen, ain't nobody I felt more bad for. It ain't nobody who I felt worse for. Okay, I felt bad for Carson Palmer. He played a terrible game, but you know what? I'm talking about Patrick Peterson. I'm talking about Patrick Peterson, yo. This dude, it's funny because they kept showing him, like the fumble and and all that stuff, and he was looking like he was ready to kill somebody. Like, he knew, and you could see it on his face, that this was a really big game, and and the NFC Championship game don't come around all that often, and he just knew that he had messed his whole game. Now, he wasn't taking into account that his quarterback was playing, I don't know what he called himself doing, but Patrick Peterson took it hard, man. How you felt about that?
Well, as far as his miscues on the field, I just think the guy was just, he knew there was a portion or phase of the game that wasn't playing up to par.
Right.
So he was just trying to make something happen, and it just was that type of night for them.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have forced a good play or bought a good play to work that night if they could. Because it just wasn't a night at all.
It wasn't a night at all, man. And the person I really feel bad for is Larry Fitzgerald. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, Larry been playing well this postseason. He putting up some decent numbers and stuff, man. But and it's weird because I remember the last game of the regular season, Carolina Panthers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next thing I know, Lovie Smith was getting fired. I felt bad about that. I felt like we had something to do with that. You know what I mean? And then. Right. I wanted to see, Larry Fitzgerald kind of really do something with himself, and now this man might not ever win a Super Bowl, and I feel like we had something to do with that. And now we got Peyton Manning, who is probably getting ready to play in his last game, and he want to ride off into the sunset like John Wayne and like John Elway, and it ain't going to happen, and I feel like we had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying, JB? How you feel about that?
I mean, that game got to be played, man. That's got to be played. Don't like I'll keep saying. I think both teams are there deservingly. It ain't no fluke. They there.
All right. I don't know. It's just this. I am so pumped for this game, dude. I'm pumped for a whole bunch of different reasons. Like, I love the fact that it's me and Glass. I love that. And you know what, man? The Panthers are a team that's so young, man, and this is great for them. And the way they done it. It's beautiful. I think this is going to be the story going into it, and that's what it's going to be about. We're going to take another break. Man, y'all in that comment section, y'all are wilding out, man. Lisa is in there holding it down. Panther Kate Francis is in the building. You know what I mean? Kate Francis is in the building. Oh, man. Listen, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. What you want to talk about when we come back, JB, before we dive into the game?
It's up to you, man.
Hey, listen,
riding the ride.
The phone line is still open. It's 910-707-4581. If you want to talk a little smack, because listen, I'm a little bit full of myself tonight, if you can't tell, right? You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk a little bit of smack, go ahead and call in. You can tweet the show. I see Glasses tweeting, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. And y'all get in the comment section, y'all doing it. But we're going to take a break real quick, and we come back, we're going to talk about some more stuff. We'll get into some more stuff. We'll be right back. Let's see.
Here to announce a new project that's in the making. A bunch of up-and-coming and popular sports video makers here on YouTube decided to get together and take sports talk to another level. The name of the group? Prime Sports Talk Coalition. This group consists of Get With It Sports, TeamBoydTV, Wake Up Is Football, Idiot Sports Talk, and 3-Point Conversion. Expect great conversations on current sports topics and the type of debate you're looking for. No holds barred with a friendly banter. So stay tuned to these channels to see Prime Sports Talk Coalition in full effect. Check us out and enjoy. Peace.
You are now tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube.
We back.
This is Team Boy TV Live.
Welcome back to TeamBoyd TV. JB, you got a lot of background noise.
Yeah. It's party everywhere.
Oh, you got family through there. Okay, cool. Listen, I know what we should do. JB. We should look at this comment section because it is crazy right now. I think we need to look at some of this stuff, right? Oh, and I don't even know if I got my phone thing right here. I don't even know if people called or not because I can't even see. All right, yeah, but I think we need to look at this comment section real quick and address some of this stuff because it's some stuff brewing over there, man. Let's roll it back a little bit. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, Panthers fan. This is what he said, JB.
Yeah.
He said Cam about to take the torch from Peyton. That's what he said. Cam about to take the torch. Now he didn't say Peyton was getting ready to pass the torch. He said Cam was getting ready to take the torch. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say about that?
I don't have a favorite in this game. And due to the special circumstances, I will not be picking a winner in this game. Not on air anyway.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. You don't have
but
to.
I'm gonna have to. I don't think so. but I will say this: this guy remember the 49-8 or whatever that was from the last time he took the stage in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just again, I think both teams deserve to be there.
Yeah, I think they do too. Henzo said I know he's not the same player that he used to be, but I'm glad my boy Jared Allen would play. I thought he was gonna miss the season. I did too. And you know what? Jared Allen has made an impact on the squad. I don't got his stats in front of me, but he got a little something going. You know what I mean? It ain't like his presence has not been like it's been for nothing. I mean, he's been doing some stuff. You know what I mean? I think he has. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what's going on with Thomas Davis. I saw the Instagram video of Peanut Tillman on his little specially made cane crutch. You know, it's gonna be a shame that he ain't gonna be able to play in this game. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a shame. But it looked like your boy Harper gonna be good to go. It looked like Davis is a go. You know, it looked like Khalil is a go. But even them boys missed practice today. But of course, nobody expected them to be there today anyway. So I don't know. I feel good. I don't know I didn't know what the injury report was on Denver. I don't know.
That's a few of them. Chris Harris had something. There was a few of them. I think can't remember his name. A defensive end guy with the tattoos. He had a little something during the game. He came back into the game. I think he got re-injured or something like that.
Right.
But it's minor bumps and bruises, just like except for the exception of Davis.
Yeah.
The broken arm. But that guy said he'll be. I'm pretty sure he will be out there.
Hey, check this out. And this came to me. I'm just thinking about what's gonna happen next week when we go into media day and all this kind of stuff. I'm just thinking about it, JB. Can you imagine them sticking a microphone at like Josh Norman's face?
You know what?
I'm just saying.
I watched some of his post game stuff, man. He a different kind of guy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I don't know. I think he gonna give us some memorable sound bites. I think Trey Boston. He looked like he ready to give us some really nice sound bites. I think Peyton gonna say the PC stuff. I think Cam gonna say the PC stuff. Who else we got out there? Yeah, Devin ain't gonna say nothing. Akeem Talib, I don't know. He might say something. You think he might give us something?
I always give a little something. In the form of how they plan to kick Carolina's ass. It's and not in those words maybe, but Chris Harris, they'll give the feeling of being disrespected and such. They're trying to use it as motivation. But anyway, I will say this though before we do anything else. There is this facts, not to prove that HGH would pay Manning, but that's an ongoing investigation.
It is.
I thought maybe it was just more or less rumors.
Right, and I didn't want to get on my high mighty because you know what, I got on Twitter. I think it was yesterday. I think I can't remember. Maybe it was today. I don't know. We got on Twitter and I was talking, and it stirred a bunch of stuff up. So I didn't want to get on my high and mighty, but I will say this. This HGH situation that's going on. It's mighty funny to me that it's being swept under the rug. But everything that Cam is doing is being put on blast. I'm just saying. I don't want to.
I didn't want to go there.
I don't want to do it. I
remember when we won. It was deer antler spray or some crap.
Right. Yeah. Deer antler spray. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know, but I know this much though. This game is, and this is what I think, JB. And I said this on the Black and Blue podcast last night. I've got a feeling, the Carolina Panthers are going you remember. I think I put a meme up about this, but you remember the wrestling dude, John Cena, the little white rapper guy. You remember he won the title and he turned the title. He took the traditional title and he turned it into some ghetto-looking spinner deal.
As a spinner.
You remember that? I don't know. For whatever reason, I think that the Carolina Panthers got that same. They get that same type of swag. They'd be like, you know what? We're gonna take the Lombardi Trophy and we're gonna turn it into something else.
I personally think a lot of teams look at the partying Panthers or them having fun on Sunday and probably discredit the work that they do during the week, and they fell victim to that. And I'm hoping that that somebody will not to beat them or however, but just don't be fooled by the partying and dabbing and dancing.
Right, because you know what? I do believe a lot of people kind of fell victim to that. I do. I feel like, that they thought, okay, well, these dudes, they just want to dance all over the place. They want to pass out footballs and stuff. Because that reminds me of, and we talked about this on the show last night. I'm going to get your thoughts on it because I got it from Panther Fam. I know what they think. So they go into halftime, right? And I think the score was 31 to 15, something like that. It was something like that. It was still in reach. I think it was like a 14-point lead or something like that. They come back out. Lisa Salters, whoever the sideline reporter was, she said that she had talked to Bruce Arians, right? And Bruce Arians said, well, the Carolina Panthers are the worst second half team in the league. If we can secure this thing in the first 5 minutes, we're going to win this game. Panther Nation took that as complete and pure total disrespect. What did you think?
The Panthers are dead fault for that comment being relevant.
Well, I will give you that.
I mean, look, if you're getting beat to oblivion like that in the NFC Championship game, you taking whatever sliver of hope you can get, and that's available. But it didn't happen. But that's available.
Yeah.
The Panthers are responsible for that. But they showed them. I mean, obviously Rivera caught wind of that himself.
Yeah.
He had conversion when they didn't even need it.
I think he did because you know what? And again, so much stuff happened during that game that I really feel like that got back to Rivera. And and I heard Lisa was in the comment section. She was agreeing with you. She was saying that a 2-point conversion was nothing more than them, getting themselves ready for a situation that may come up in a couple weeks in the Super Bowl, and you don't want to get caught because fortunately for the Carolina Panthers, they ain't really had to do a whole lot of that this season, right? So they ain't really had a lot of practice in a live game situation with that because they just ain't really been down that much this season. So I get that. I just don't believe that's what it was about. You know what I mean? Because I just don't. I think Rivera, somebody was like, "Yo, you heard the coach say?" You know what I mean? Like we the worst second half team in the league. Not just like in the NFC or whatever, in the league, JB. He said, look, if he had said the worst second half team in NFL history, that wouldn't even been that much worse. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Panthers are responsible for that.
Okay, we're taking it on the show.
But I mean, they pretty much showed him that ain't gonna happen for you, and you won't have a chance to win this game. Right. And that was the statement. Saying it without saying.
I guess so. I guess so. Okay, listen. Before we gonna wrap the show up with this, we're gonna spend the last few minutes talking about this, and we ain't gonna get too much into it because we still got a long way to go. Let's look at some keys to this game, knowing what we know about the teams, because we've been following these two teams all season on their journey, and I see the comment section is talking about it. Glass is talking about we're gonna see a whole lot of Von Miller's pelvic thrust in Super Bowl 50. Okay, if we gonna see that, then you gonna see a whole. Hey, look, y'all trying to get me to dab on camera, and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they trying to get me to do. But anyway, Jay, let's look at it. Right. Let's start with the. Let's start with the Broncos. Listen, they know what they up against. They know what they up against, right? They know the Panther story. I mean, how can you not? That's all everybody talk about. So, what do you think the game plan is going in?
For Denver offensively.
Well, offensively, whatever they got to do to win this game.
Well, defensively, I don't care how they do it, but you can't go in the hole against the Panthers.
Right.
You're going. I mean, the normal hole against the Carolina or any team, the normal hole is 14 points, 13, maybe 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly, for the Carolina Panthers, you will be in a 21 point or 31 point hole before you can even figure out how to make your first adjustment. Number one, you got to minimize damage. You got to try, and I think they got to do whatever they got to do to at least get to the second half where at least a one possession type of lead or trail. In my opinion,
yeah,
because that's proven. I mean, the Panthers they've done that to more teams than none.
Yes, they have. Now, the thing I would say is they got to keep Cam off the field. They got to keep Cam. Listen, that sounds crazy. That just sound like when those words came out of my mouth, I thought about them. I actually ran it back in my mind. You got to keep Cam off the field, bro. You know what? That is for me to say that. That just lets you know how much the game done changed. You look, because Cam them will get it. They will score. Give them 2 minutes. Give them a minute and a half. Give them 60 seconds, and the next thing you know, you're going to be like that fat Seahawks dude talking about the Panthers cheated because how could they score that many points so fast? It happens. You know what I mean? It happens. Like, look, Carolina's been able, and I think they've been the only team this season that's been able to get about 30 points in the first half of the game. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else been doing that.
Pretty quickly, man. It happens so fast, it helps when your team is plus in the turnover category.
Yeah.
And make it real hard on you, man.
It does, and that's gonna be a problem, man. Because I'm telling you, like, I'm worried about where the Broncos go on defense, right? Okay, let's try to get hands on Cam. The Carolina Panthers offensive line, been proved that they put up with a hell of a blitz coming from Bruce Arians, last week or whatever, and they were trying to get at them. I think they got Cam a couple times, and the only thing about Cam getting sacked that I don't like is he gets sacked, he give up a big old sack. I mean, it's like 10, 12 yards when he gets sacked. I don't like that. We got to stay away from that. But do you think that Carolina's line can hold up against Ware and Miller?
They've proven to, but well, in my opinion, as far as what I've seen, and granted, I watch from a distance because that's not my team. But one guy in particular on that line jump off the page to me every time I watch Carolina have offensive line woes, and it's Rimmers. And I know a lot of the Panther fan base is gonna disagree. That's because you know more, but that's the guy from foreign eyes. That's the guy that jumped off the page to me.
Well, look, if it ain't Mike Rimmers, then it's probably Michael Orr. But but the most thing about Rimmers I don't see him get beat all that often. I kind of see him giving up some penalties. You know what I mean? The holding.
Well, you'd rather hold. You would rather hold than have your quarterback get sacked. Right. But if you hold in, you beat.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess you're right about that. You know what I mean? I think he's a little bit of a liability. I don't think he's that much of a liability as you may think. If I say
again, I'm on the outside looking
in. I think if he's a liability, he's a very small one. I'm saying,
and I know this is gonna sound biased, but Michael Orr's been silently having it. I don't know if that guy made the Pro Bowl or not, but he should have.
I think he did. Because
it's not a lot happening on his side.
No, he's doing his thing. He is doing his thing. The penalties, though, whenever we, the offsides and the holding is a little crazy. But it's funny because they give up them penalty yards, and Cam will scramble or whatever and get it back. It's just. If the Denver Broncos are gonna do the whole dink and dunk, because we know Peyton ain't gonna put that ball too far in the air, because if he do, he might as well go ahead and walk off the field right then and there. If he put the ball in the air, they done, JB.
I don't know. I watched what Denver was able to accomplish covering quickness, because that's New England's game, and I watched what they was able to do. I give them maybe a B, and conventional route running from Gronkowski, and he beat him a couple times. And I saw what they was secondary was able to do in broken plays with Brady Bond time. However, he was able to do that.
Right.
And they didn't look bad. And there is not a guy on the Carolinas roster that's playing receiver right now that's doing anything on the level of Amendola or Edelman, quickness wise.
What? I mean, listen. Okay. Let me, because that's crazy. You know what I mean? You don't see what Greg Olsen is able to do. Listen, I'm just saying. You know, Greg Olsen, he don't look like he's very fast, but that dude, how can he be open that much? If he ain't,
well, you're missing my point. He's running conventional routes. He's running patterns. Edelman is just
who on the Denver secondary gonna be able to keep up with Ted Ginn Jr. and Corey Brown? Who gonna be able to keep up with them dudes? Now the whole thing is, are they gonna be able to bring the balls in? That's the thing. But
I will say this: just being fair, they are the number one defense.
They are the number one defense, but
even when they didn't look like it, they never relinquished.
I ain't taking nothing from they defense because I said it last week. You know, I knew that they defense was going to be the reason why they were going to end up winning that game. I knew that. You know, it's just I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna have to figure out a way to keep Cam on that bench. And if they ain't playing well offensively, all Cam gonna do is come out there and just light him up and go sit back down again. And then
and again to your point, I think both of these quarterbacks right now, this season alone, I don't know what they've done in the past, but they lead the league in time of possession.
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks. So I mean, it'll be who make the mistake.
Yeah, you know, we talking about the number one scoring offense in the league versus the number one defense in the league. It's kind of like a flip-flop of what happened the last time the Broncos was in the playoffs, right? I mean, in the Super Bowl. They went in there with the number one offense going up against the number one defense, and it didn't work in their favor. So if history says anything, right, it don't bode well for Carolina. That's what it says, right?
Well, if you saw how Cam chewed up people all season,
right,
you really can't go off there because he
right.
He's chewed up a lot of so-called best DBs, best safeties, best safety DB combination, best pass rush linebacker combination. You name it. It showed up one time when he didn't look so hot, and that's just because he didn't play well that day.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't survive, you know, Greg Hardy and J.J. Watt and, you know, Clay Matthews and, you know, all those dudes, man. Like,
I'll say this. There is no one this season, even in the loss in Atlanta, that had Cam Newton's number.
Yeah.
And that's scary, man, because we're talking about 15 games in the NFL. You know, we ain't talking about, okay, this team that's, you know, don't look better than the team that just won national championship in college. No, we're talking about NFL caliber players.
Right.
And for 15 weeks, no one can figure it out. With the help of film, with the help of calling your buddy on the team that just lost.
Right. Yes.
Nothing worked. So, I mean, for people who just don't take that into the equation, you know, something wrong with you.
Yeah. Hey, look, glasses. Glasses in the comment section. Yo, he got his shields up, yo. I think it's cute. He got Panthers fan and Kate Francis and Main Attraction and Panther Nation and Lisa and all of that. Look, he got his boy Orange Crush in there with him though. I think he all right though. I think he okay. But he made me forget I was getting ready to say. Coaches, like we'll close it on the coaches. So, I think that Ron Rivera been adapting to stuff all season. Like you know, a lot of people say, you know, Carolina been narrowly escaping pulling Houdini acts. You know, and we got caught one time. You know, but Ron Rivera and Shula and McDermott, they've been putting together something different every week. You know what I mean? So, like, what people may think look like the same Carolina Panthers attack defensively and offensively, it's been adjusted every week for whoever we playing against. I'm just trying to figure out what they got going on for Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? I think they got something special in store for him.
I was hoping we get to this point because this is the part of the Carolina team, both teams actually, that I like.
Yeah.
There has not been a lot said in full detail and a good conversation about Carolina Panthers defense, especially Keekland and Davis. And a lot of that stuff happens because they're doing what they're supposed to do at a real high level. So due to Cam Newton's flamboyance, a lot of that stuff get overlooked. But I think that when the Patriots, or not the Patriots, but the Broncos look for that mismatch with Owen Daniels to try to pick on one of them linebackers. You have to pick your poison. Granted, Davis will be with one hand.
Yeah.
But I still think you still got to be real cautious going there.
I think so. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the Super Bowl, right? And the other thing is, Thomas Davis done been, look, this dude playing with 3 torn ACLs, dude. And you think a little broken arm is, you know what I mean? I think because they think that he's not going to be 100%, they may go at him, and I think he's going to surprise some people. But I also believe that he's not going to be responsible for as many snaps as, you know, I think we're going to see a lot more Shaq Thompson in this game than we normally see. You know what I mean? Right. But you know, and you know, and that's kind of scary because you got the rookie in there, but he's been playing well. You know, even though he's been very limited, but when he get in there, he get it done. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so listen. This actually Glass ain't even gonna be around. I'm gonna ask Glass right now because I know ain't gonna be no winners, losers, and locks next week. Okay, because it ain't gonna be none of that. This will be the last one for the season. Glass, I'm gonna let you go ahead and put yours in the comment section. But JB, for the last time for the 2015-2016 season, man, we got winners, losers, and locks, guys. you wanna go first?
Well, yes.
Okay,
the winner, just for this rare, I keep bringing this up, rare and special occasion, man. TeamBoydTV, man, the panel, man, it's a rare thing. Yeah. That both of y'all are, both your teams are in the Super Bowl. So I'd say you two, man, on the panel live on Wednesdays, we win.
Yeah, man, it's pretty special. I definitely think, it reminds me of when we was doing the divisional breakdowns back in the summer. And Glass told me this. He says, well, ain't no team going undefeated. You know what I'm saying? You think your team going undefeated? Remember he told me that?
We both were saying that.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't have been more right.
Yeah, I mean, look, nobody went undefeated, but I'm telling you, it was close. It was real. And undefeated stuff, it ain't even that big of a deal. I was only reason why I'm upset about the loss to Atlanta is because we lost to a unworthy opponent. You know what I'm saying? We lost to a team that didn't deserve to be saying, oh well, even if the Panthers going to win the Super Bowl, the Atlanta Falcons still going to say, well, we beat them. Nobody else could beat them that season, but we beat them. You know what I mean? So I ain't feeling that part of it. You know what I mean? I don't like that. But yeah, I think first time in TeamBoydTV history, two of us is but oddly enough. Oh yeah, it's even. You and Glass AFC, me and Vernie NFC, right? Yeah, so we can see some crazy matchups. It's nice. Man, what I got for a winner? Look, I can't help but to look at Panther Nation. I can't help but to look at Panther Nation. Listen, I know you don't interact with them, JB and Glass, as much as I do, but these people are an extraordinary group of folk. The stuff that I talk about to talk to them about on Twitter and on Facebook and on Google Play, everywhere that I interact with Panther fans, man, they never stop believing in this team. They always had a positive attitude about what was going on. If somebody was saying something crazy, another Panther fan would come in and check them. I'm telling you, I got checked the other day on Twitter. Okay, so that's how I noticed that this is real. I was saying some stuff on Twitter that I felt was the right thing to say. But they were like, oh, hold on. We got a call. It's from Glass. It's from Glass. Hold on a second. What up?
What up, man?
What you talking about?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I hear back at a echo.
Yeah, it does that with the phone call, but go ahead.
Who's this?
It's Q.
Oh, what's up, man? Hi. Wait, I must be missing up something. I'm looking at the video and you just.
What?
I don't know, we behind or whatever. But anyway,
you can't do it that way.
Y'all do your winners, losers, a lot?
Yes.
You did?
No, we're doing it right now, so you can get yours in.
Hey, man, listen, my winners, my winners. This ain't even the question. My winners, my winners is Denver Broncos. The loser is Cam Newton. The Carolina defense, Panther fans, all that. You do the lock yet?
No, we just did winner. JB, did you hear that?
I'm saying you can come on the show, man.
Cam Newton will win the Super Bowl next year.
Next
so
year?
Be happy with that.
Next year? JB,
next year.
Can you hear him, JB?
He went out. I was hearing him for a minute.
Okay, hold on. But dude, you crazy. Okay, so look, I was giving my winner glass. I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. So JB gave his glass. He said he gave his winner. He said that his winner was TeamBoydTV.
Yes.
I was saying, I think the winners this season is the Carolina Panthers fans because of how awesome they are. Like, y'all been trying to smack us around all season, and we still standing here ready to put some Broncos out to pasture. You see what I'm saying? Panther Nation ain't to be messed with, okay? I just want you to understand that. You know what I mean? And that's mine. So look, Les, I'm gonna go back to you. Who's you already gave your loser?
Yeah, I gave it to you guys. Panther Nation. Cam Newton. I hate to say Ron Rivera. I love this Ron Rivera. Even the Chicago Bears, but Ron Rivera. Panther Nation.
He hate like that. Oh my God.
Go ahead, let it soak in like an ointment, and be happy with it. You got the Jordan Allen Trophy. Be happy with that, bro.
Oh boy, you killing me. You killing me. What's your lock there?
Like I said, Cam Newton will be Super Bowl champ in the near future. Just won't be this year.
Okay. Thanks for your call.
I'll bet later.
What's wrong with this dude, JP? What is wrong with him? And then he
repping his squad, man, as he's supposed to.
I ain't never heard him with this much vitriol and this much hate in his heart. I never heard him like that before. Never. You know what I mean? Anyway, who you got as losers, bro? You got as losers.
Oh well, I don't think the who's performing at halftime with Beyonce.
Coldplay.
I don't think that's gonna be a good blend.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a failure.
Yeah.
I like Beyonce. I like Coldplay. I just don't think that concept is.
Yeah.
It's gonna match what's happening by halftime in the Super Bowl.
I think they're doing that to set the Panthers up. They're trying to deflate us with that crap. You know what I'm saying? They're like, let's put the two most boring people we possibly can think. Nah, I don't know.
So the halftime show is, because people are gonna be, they probably get up and go do something different.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Listen, Glass, since you're gonna come on here and act a fool, you're gonna come on here and act crazy. Listen, I said this all since Sunday. Okay, listen, I know y'all got big plans for, y'all got a big old party plan for Peyton Manning. And his retirement speech is already written. I already know. Okay, the balloons and stuff are all blown up. But guess what? You're gonna put that stuff in the closet. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no confetti. Ain't gonna be no riding off in the sunset with no Lombardi trophy. Peyton Manning gonna have to deal with the fact that his little brother is better than him. He gonna have to. That's just the bottom line. He ain't never gonna win another Super Bowl. And so the loser is Peyton Manning. Like, listen, I wish that the Broncos could win and Peyton can lose, but it is what it is, right? But the Broncos, man, no, not this time. Okay, and look, the storybook ending that y'all think y'all gonna get, it ain't happening. Not at the Carolina Panthers' expense. We worked too hard for this. You know what I mean? So that's why I got losing. You know what I mean? Okay, this is easy, JB. This is an easy one. Lock, right? You know what it is, man. Cam Newton guaranteed to go down as Super Bowl MVP. Listen, Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers are gonna give y'all a Super Bowl show like no other. Remember back in the day, they used to have like the 3D halftime show or whatever. You had to put like the glasses on or whatever.
Yeah. Like that was the Cincinnati 7 Sisters.
You ain't gonna need no glasses this time. You ain't gonna need no glasses. This is how good. I'm gonna tell you. It's gonna be so crazy that every time Cam Newton dive into the end zone, pyro gonna go off. It's gonna be like fireworks popping up out of the pylons. That's how crazy it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Q, that's crazy.
So what you got as your final lock of the season, man?
All right, I just think this is guaranteed. I just feel like no matter who win, no matter who lose, the hate will rage. TeamBoydTV will be a different landscape all the way through. It's forever. Unless the ship could get righted, but the hate will rage.
It will. You know what? Because y'all don't let the Carolina Panthers get this close to a Super Bowl. And look, Lord knows if they win it, Bigg Q ain't never gonna be the same. Y'all know that, right? Listen, it's gonna be so hard for me to contain my black and blue pride, and I'm gonna let y'all know about it. I may even get. A couple years ago, didn't you get you a Super Bowl ring? I remember that, right? You would have got your
still
Super Bowl
got
ring.
it. Yeah,
I'm getting me one too. I might even find me a replica Lombardi trophy, and I'm gonna have it somewhere in the background somewhere so y'all can see it.
You need that. You need that. That make it real right there.
Absolutely. And yes, Lisa, we definitely will do. We're doing a show next Wednesday before the Super Bowl. And then we'll come back and do one last final show at the end to say goodbye to everybody and everything. Because we normally take the summer off and we come back in July. So we definitely be doing that. JB, listen, it's been a hell of a ride. It ain't over. We still got 2 more shows left. We'll get Glass back because he ducking me now. Want to call in on the telephone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, we almost there, man. Next time we get together, we actually gonna be breaking down the game. Okay, we're gonna be like really getting into it. We're talking about the Super Bowl, man. Carolina Panthers. Can you dig that? And tell everybody how they can get at you, man.
Well, hey, first, proud as hell of the Panthers and the Broncos. For you and Glass, especially some Panther fans that I know from the internet and the ones I know in person. It's been a hell of a journey for most of them, you know, minus because you can always collect bandwagoners. But the ones I know that's through and through, I mean, you should be proud. I don't think the Carolina fan base should be soft and apologetic.
No.
You should never be.
Absolutely not. And look, Orange Crush, I'm not going to get into it, because JB trying to sign off, but he's talking about the Broncos didn't work as hard as the Panthers. Look, dude, I ain't even going to do it. You know, we got next week's show for that.
Like I said, both teams are deserving to be there. Anyway, I want to give a special shout out. I'm gonna run this punchline real quick.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Paco Train T Money for coming through on the Black and Blue podcast last night. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Shouts to y'all. Shouts to Orange Crush. Shout to you, man. You've been around the whole season.
Yeah.
In some fashion. But and everybody else, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. And you can always find me on Twitter. Definitely be tweeting Super Bowl.
Yeah.
At TeamBoydTV, JB_JB.
Yeah, man. And listen, this been a crazy season. But yeah, T Money and Pat Coltrane, they graced the Black and Blue podcast last night. We had some good dialogue. I have been wanting to get Pat on the show a lot sooner than that. But you know what? It's going to be a party in a couple weeks anyway, so we're going to get to do it again, so it'll be all good. But I want to give a shout out to Panther Nation, man. Like I was saying earlier, it's like a family. I've never met a lot of these people in real life, but I feel so close to them, man, especially this season and the things that we had to go through together. So shout out to Panther Nation. We got one more game to go. The job ain't done. But look, that Lombardi is coming to Charlotte, and we can all celebrate.
How many more days to the Super Bowl?
9, I think. 8 or 9. 9.
9 days. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm not a Panther fan. I have no dog in this fight. But the effort and this man's relentlessness of that fan base has started a GoFundMe page to get him to Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Voice 2525.
If you care, if you like his videos, you like what he do. Because he's an entertaining fella.
Yeah.
5'10". Voice, I'll give you what I can, bro.
Look,
I just think it was a hell of an effort for you to put that out there.
It was, man. You know, it would be unbelievable if he actually pulled that off. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he actually pulled that off?
That's genius on his part.
Yes, it is. You know what I mean? Yes, it is. Anyway, you guys, y'all can follow me on Twitter at TeamBoydTV. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, it's TeamBoydTV Turbo on YouTube. For the ones who are here for the first time, man, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button, man. Y'all guys like the podcast. It goes out and people see that you liked it, and then they be like, oh, that's cool, so I'm gonna go check it out. It helps spread the word about the show and that kind of thing. I want to thank Lisa. I don't know how often you watch the show, but yeah, I know I was talking to you on Twitter yesterday. Listen, I appreciate you coming through. Orange Crush, you and Glass, look, y'all my homies, man. It's all love. You know what I mean? It's nothing but love. Panther fan, you've been here every week. Panthers for Life, Hanzo, Main Attraction Montana, T Money, Paco Train, all the Panther Nation. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we appreciate it. It's been a hell of a season. I've been having a lot of fun. JB, we almost done, man. And I know how you get. You and Glass, y'all get all call me, in June, like, yo, bruh, I'm missing the Team Boy TV thing. You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all
get. But due to the fact that it's Broncos Panthers,
yeah, You gonna be okay?
I think that the law is gonna be necessary.
You think you're gonna be all right?
Not for me, but for y'all, I think it's gonna be necessary.
Well, you know, for me especially, you know, I'm gonna need that. You know what I mean? I had to wait 2 days just to get on the podcast because I was gonna say some crazy stuff. Anyway, you guys have been brilliant. We definitely enjoyed ourselves tonight. Had a whole lot of fun. Again, I thank everybody who came out. Like I said, if you guys can go ahead and like the video for us, it would be awesome. And listen, we'll be back here next week. We'll do it one more time. Hopefully we'll have Glass with us and we'll have some fun. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, one last thing. One last thing. Orange Crush. Come on the show.
Yes. You know what? I want him on the show. As a matter of fact, this is what we should do. This is what we should do. Orange Crush, you talk a lot, bruh. I need you on the show. Okay, you and Glass, y'all need to get up on the show together because I ain't scared of neither one of y'all, right? I'm going to bring in a big gun, okay? I'm going to reach out to the voice 2525, and I'm going to get him on the show. Oh yes. It's about to go down. We're going to see y'all next week. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
What up, football fans? You want to stay up on the latest of Team Boyd TV happenings? Like us on our Facebook page at TeamBoydTV on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. You can also check out our YouTube page at TeamBoydTV Turbo, where there's live events, videos, among other things. You can also keep up with the latest happenings, live chats, question and answer sessions on Google Plus at TeamBoydTV. Thank you once again for watching Team Boyd TV.